Go.
Streaming from South Africa to the world. This is the Stonks Go Moon Podcast. What just happened? We break it down so you don't have to.
Welcome everyone to the Stonks Go Moon Podcast. My guest today, Godiragetse Mogajane, founder of Delivery Speed. Welcome to the pod.
Thanks, Rocco. Thanks for having us.
One of the people that I've wanted on this podcast more than any other for a very long time, and I just never got around to it. That's completely on me. But I know also you're a very, very busy man. I think I was one of your biggest early fans. Even on LinkedIn, I was like, look out, Will, this dude is gonna do big stuff just by the way that you carry it yourself. And I saw you were building the business. So for those that don't know, what inspired you to launch what is called Delivery Speed, and how does it address the unique challenges that are in South African townships?
Yeah, thanks, man. Look, I think it was a journey for me of starting Delivery Speed. Was basically me going back to my hometown during COVID, which is Hammanskraal. And realizing two facts: that one, the food delivery apps that I would use in the city are just not operating in my township. But secondly, it's just like seeing my former classmates, right? Guys who, unlike me, didn't have a privilege to go to university, who've been in the township all their lives, and seeing how life has turned out for them, and sitting on the corners not doing anything. I thought of a business that could solve those two problems: one being convenience in the townships, as well as youth unemployment in the townships. And Delivery Speed, that business model made sense. And then, we literally launched on WhatsApp, and the rest is, history.
What did you study at uni?
So I studied accounting science, which I didn't finish. So I'm one of those.
Don't worry,
pretty much a dropout.
Me and you, same WhatsApp group. I did accounting, never finished, and I pivoted to law because accounting was like, nah, I'm not going to do this. So where does the entrepreneurship come from?
So I think back in high school, dude, like I was one of those guys, who would sell sweets, and I literally had a whole team, of people that were working for me, who were selling in their own individual classes. And they would come to me at break, give me their money, I give them their share. And then, once I got to uni, I then realized this is actually a business. I could turn this, I could be a business person, right? Which is not really the norm, from someone leaving high school and becoming a proper entrepreneur, right? It's the usual case is someone goes into corporate and then, leaves corporate. But for me, it was, dude, I have nothing to lose. So literally dropped out of university, moved into my office because now they kicked us out of res, and stayed in my office for like a year, running my first business, which is Goody Tutors. And that's the one business that has really taught me a lot about running a business and scaling a business, which made it pretty much easier to launch Delivery Speed because of all that experience.
So what sort of factors have contributed to your success, and what was your biggest challenge starting the business?
Look, I think with Delivery Speed, look, dude, and it's unfortunately things that are outside of our control, things like the addresses not being accurate in the townships, the network or connectivity infrastructure not being the greatest, load shedding at the time. It was all those challenges put into one that really made it difficult for us to start, the business. But we also had to be innovative, right? So to address the addresses issue, we now had to put in landmarks on our app so that customers, when they order, they need to put a landmark. It could be a school, it could be a tree, a big tree that everybody knows in the township, but that helps with, our drivers, because our drivers are from the local area. So they would know exactly how to find you if you put the landmark. So it's been tough, but we've been able to just find some bit of innovation in between the lines.
Looking back with the benefit of hindsight, which is always 2020, it's like this thing that we don't have as entrepreneurs. What would you have done differently, knowing what you know now?
Sure. I think I would have allowed to fail fast. I think sometimes as entrepreneurs we see the failure, but we just hold on to it
Yes.
until it becomes, a bomb. And I think I wish I had like seen, acknowledged the failure and acted on it immediately, rather than being in denial and hope that things will change. You know, so that's the first part. The second part is just being able to make decisions, cut speed, which is really important in our line of business, because you're a startup, right? The major difference between a startup and a corporate is you have the ability to act fast and to be adaptable. And sometimes we fall into that trap of staying long to make decisions, which makes us practically same as corporate. And that's not where you want to be as a startup. So those two, I think this year I've really tried to harness those two qualities and make sure, one of the things that we did was to shut down our food delivery business to transition more into a logistic business where we do courier, distribution, and last mile. Dude, that was a tough decision, right?
Yeah,
and it had to be made
because it's your baby.
100%. That's how we started, right?
Yes.
But for various reasons, we had to now, let go of that part of our business and really become, something greater, which is logistics, especially in the township market. Yeah.
What type of technology do you guys use in the logistics business? Is it proprietary? Is it something that you guys coded, or is it off the rack? Talk to me about it.
Yeah. So we outsource quite a lot of our tech. I think what we would do is create our own customer-facing, platforms. But in terms of the back end, we would rather use something that's already working on the market. And you would see that, literally all of us, companies who are in logistics pretty much use the same platforms, which is great because that acts as an equalizer, right? So you meet with any of the big multinational, courier companies, and we literally use the same platforms, and we're a startup, which is great because it just shows you that, tech can be an equalizer. And regardless of how big your business is, you can literally use the same tech as someone who's a multinational. Yeah.
But is your clients because sometimes and pardon my ignorance, but with Uber I know there's always a fear, like with Uber Eats. I've talked to many small businesses that they sort of feel their customers become the customers of Uber Eats, and Uber Eats take their customers away from them is that sort of the same, or is it different?
Yeah, so look, I think it's quite different when you look at how we operate as a township-based business, where we're very community focused, right? So there's a lot of outreach programs that we do, as you have seen on our socials, where we go out to these communities and interact with our customers. So we would consider them our customers that, we offer a variety of services to, and that could be from either, third-party service providers or any of the merchants that we have on our platform. But we believe that those are our customers, and those are the people that resonate with the brand. Those are the people that, see us and, they also become hopeful about the future, and, they want to do more because they see that it's possible to do delivery plus feed.
Obviously, I wanted to ask you, what was sounds like feedback from the community has been super positive.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I think our mission statement is literally to ignite hope and unlock possibilities, right? And especially among the youth. And that's for a reason, right? I think in South Africa today, the stats, the youth, most of them are unemployed, they've lost hope, and we're coming in and showing them what is possible if you really take the chance. And, you don't have to have everything figured out, from the start. We started as a food delivery business. Look at where we are today. So again, we're showing them the journey of starting from zero, and I don't know up to what number, but literally sharing the journey as it goes.
So what are your long-term goals looking forward? You already pivoted once. Have you thought about the next couple of years much, or is it just laser focused on now?
Yeah, Yeah, so again, I try to be quite laser focused and have short-term goals that ultimately, will get us to our long-term. I think definitely long-term is to get to national scale. We're currently in 4 provinces, and ours is basically to connect the township market to the rest of the world. Unfortunately, at the moment, if you order something and you're in a township, it's going to take longer and it's also going to be more expensive because of the surcharges. That doesn't make sense to us. Looking at the population that is in the township, it's people who are on the lower LSM, right?
Yes.
And why would they have to pay more?
Yes.
But certainly just on the consumer side, even on the producer side. So if you're a small business in the township and you want to sell online, it's so much difficult compared to someone who's in the urban area. So we're trying to come in and bridge that gap and make sure that these businesses or these consumers in the townships are able to participate on the e-commerce, market, equally, just like they would be in any area in South Africa. So rolling out some cool products and services in the beginning of the year next year. Really excited, to share when the time is right. But yeah, I think we're looking at national reach. Hopefully by the end of the year, that would be our long term. And things like international and all that, we'll see who we can partner with to get to that scale. But at the back of it is connecting the township to the rest of the world. Yeah.
Such an amazing South African success story, and it's only just beginning. Woody, thank you so much for joining me today. If the listeners want to go and connect with you and find out more about Delivery Speed, maybe order their next Christmas present, you don't know, where can they do that?
Yeah, so easily on Delivery Speed SA on all the platforms, www.deliveryspeed.com. That's our website. And yeah, please have a look at the journey, join the movement. And yeah, we really want to ignite hope and unlock possibilities for so many young people out there.
Absolutely. We'll put all the links in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today. And to our listeners, peace, love, and prosperity. We'll catch you next time.
But every step, the story told, the scars we wear, the dreams we chase, they guide us through this endless race. When the shadows fall, we'll rise and stand with the fire burning in our hands. Find the way, light the flame, through the thunder, through the rain. A brighter dawn, a brand new day. Hope will always lead the way. Through the doubt, a spark remains, a voice that calls through all the pain. With every fall, we learn to fly. The horizon's waiting in the sky. When the night is dark, we'll find the sun. A new beginning has begun. Find a way, light the flame, through the thunder, through the rain. A brighter dawn, a brand new day. Hope will always lead the way. Through down the spark remains, a voice that calls through all the pain. With every fall we learn to fly. The horizon's waiting in the sky. When the night is dark, we'll find the sun. A new beginning has begun.